Oh, it's buy or sell time, and I couldn't be more excited to do the first buy or sell of the 2022 Major League Baseball season. I've waited an entire month. I wanted you guys to simmer. I wanted it to cook. I wanted it to marinate before you guys came out with your scalding hot takes. But here we are, the first buy or sell of the year. In case you guys don't know, I go onto my Twitter, at GiraffeNeckMarc, link is in the description down below, and I ask a simple question. Give me your hottest takes on Major League Baseball right now. And based on what my followers reply with, I will tell you whether I agree, buy, or disagree, sell with the take that you have, and I give you an explanation as to why. It's very simple. It's very easy. If you guys do drop a like on this video right now and we hit 3,000 likes, I will do a buy or sell every single week on this channel. That's my challenge to you. Let's see if you live up to it. Time for some scalding hot takes. Okay, so the first one comes from Forrest. We need a ball strike appeal system in the MLB ASAP. Too many times have umpires taken bats out of the players' hands in big spots due to horrific strike calling. I'm going to sell this one. I disagree. I don't think that we need an appeal system, but I do think that the robo-umps need to be on their way sooner than later, which I do think they are, but I don't think that we should need to be able to appeal every single ball and strike call right now, just because over the course of a game, I will say umpires do a relatively good job. Most of them are sitting at like that 95% range of getting calls correct, and it is pretty difficult to miss the ones that are like ever so slightly on the edge. Now, of course, in the terms of Angel Hernandez, that guy stinks at his job. You should be able to appeal everything with him. He's horrible. But I will say I think a lot of the umpires do a pretty good job. So I'm not going to say that an appeal system is needed, but there needs to be an improvement on the current way balls and strikes are called, because clearly, like you said, Forrest, very well done, there is an issue. I just don't think it should be a challenge type thing like we've been seeing with every other call. So that's going to be a sell. At Scaratic says Logan Gilbert will win the Cy Young. And let me tell you, I absolutely love this take. This is a really fun one. This one's gonna make me think a little bit. As much as I like Logan Gilbert, and I'll go through the numbers as to why he's having a great year, I do have to sell this. It doesn't seem sustainable for a full season of how well he is pitching. Of course, his ERA right now is what, like 0.64. It's the best in Major League Baseball. His FIP, though, fielder independent pitching, is 3.06. So there's gonna be a regression. He's still pitching really well, by the way. I don't want it to make it sound like because his FIP is 3, I think he's pitching poorly. Like, that's a sick year. That puts you in the conversation, of course. But you dive a little bit deeper into these numbers, and it doesn't feel sustainable for Logan Gilbert to kind of stay at this below 1 ERA. I mean, almost no one's ever done it. It's extremely hard to do, and I don't think he will be the guy. He's a really good pitcher. I think he is an ace in the making. Do I think he's going to win the Cy Young this year? No, so I do, unfortunately, have to sell this one. Danny Kamen writes in, longtime follower, says, we need the juiced balls back. Yeah, this is a big buy. I couldn't buy this anymore. Buy. Put 1,000 stamps on it, editor. You know what to do. We're buying this one hard. I think it sucks right now that the baseballs have clearly been messed with again for what seems like the third straight season now, 2019, 2021, 22. It's actually 4 straight seasons now. It seems like Major League Baseball is playing with a different ball, and this one, out of all of them, stinks the most. Now, of course, all teams are using humidors as well this year, which I think also has an impact on why the balls aren't traveling. The humidors are kind of set up for the summer months so that the ball travels less. In the early spring and late fall, it's really going to screw with the game. I don't like what they've done. The pitchers have complained. The hitters have complained. Why are we messing with the balls? I don't want 2019 baseballs where everything was a home run. That was absolutely crazy, but there has to be an in-between, because right now we're seeing guys who are hitting no doubt home runs in any other year, but because this is 2022 season, the ball's being caught at the warning track. That's messed up. That's not right. Buy this take 1,000%. I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think that the balls need to be juiced again? Emma Hipsher says, Nolan Arenado for the NL MVP. Boom. Hit the stamp on that. That's a big old buy. I think when you're talking about the best players in the National League right now in the early season, a month in, Nolan Arenado's name has to be in the conversation. He's having such a disgustingly good year. It feels like outside of that error against the Mets, which is just so crazy that even happened, he hasn't done anything wrong. He's hitting outside of Coors, which is something that everyone liked to tell me I was crazy about before. Nolan Arenado can't hit outside of Coors. No, you're crazy. He's good. He's a good ball player. He is one of the best players in the league, top 20 guy at the absolute worst. I think that this is a guy who could very well win the National League MVP this year. He's having a great season. I don't expect him to slow down too drastically. Like, I don't think he's going to have like an 1,100 OPS all year, but he's just such a talented player. I'm going to definitely buy this. Kyle Stowers Simp at Milkman. The Orioles will finish 4th place this season. Come on, guys. I said hot takes, not dumb takes. Sell. They're the worst team in their division. It's just not even close. I know the Red Sox are struggling, but the Red Sox are still very much better than the Baltimore Orioles the way that everything's currently shaped out, and I expect the Red Sox to improve by bringing up some prospects and making some trades. I did ask for hot takes. This is just too hot. This is a big ol' sell. Just a Reyes Media. Twins will push the White Sox all the way to the end. Buy. 100% buy this. I know I'm wearing a White Sox jersey right now. I mean, let's just be honest. a South Side jersey is just one of the best in all of baseball. But I'm very concerned about this White Sox team. The fact that anything goes wrong, if they lose one pitcher, if they lose two pitchers like they did for a while, if they lose a hitter, they have no depth. And the fact that Tony La Russa is at the helm scares me. I don't really think he knows what he's doing in 2022. He is not a modern manager. He does not make this team any better. In fact, I could make an argument that he might make this team worse. I don't think Tony La Russa is the guy. I don't think that they did enough this offseason to separate themselves from the Twins, who definitely improved. I don't know if the Twins are going to win the division. I don't know if that's a lock. It looks pretty good right now, but I definitely think that it's going to be between them and the White Sox, and it will go down probably to game 162. I think it will be close, a lot closer than people thought coming into the season. Twins are good. White Sox aren't as good as we thought. This is a buy. Good question. Good question, Just the Reyes. I love that question. AT at Yankees World. Michael King has emerged as the best reliever on the Yankees and a top 10 reliever in all of baseball. Relief pitching is so fickle. It's so year by year, and the season that Michael King's having right now, yeah, for sure. I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to buy the Michael King hype. The dude is just absolutely dominant this year. If you look at the Baseball Savant percentile rankings, he's dominant in everything. He only has like blue and hard hit rate, which he's getting the ball on the ground, so it really doesn't matter. No one's barreling it up. People are swinging and missing. They're not hitting the ball well against him. He's been dominant, and the numbers show. I mean, a .51 ERA, a whip at .74. He struck out 25 batters in 17 2/3 innings, and he's got a 40% K rate 18 innings into the season. Is this sustainable? Maybe. This is a huge boost from what we saw the last few years out of Michael King, but if he continues to pitch like this, he will be a top 10 reliever in all of baseball, and he will be the best reliever on this Yankees team. So yeah, I buy it. Let's get crazy. Michael King is the best arm on that team. Well, out of the pen. Michael King hoodie season. Am I cool? Am I hip, kids? Salty Fries tweets, Rowdy Tellez will lead the NL in home runs. I love Rowdy. He's having a nice year. He's a nice fit in Milwaukee, especially in that hitter's park. For left-handed batters, he's going to hit a lot of home runs. I think he'll probably hit 30 plus this year. Do I think he'll lead the NL in home runs, though? That I don't think so. I disagree. I sell this one. There are a lot of really good hitters in the National League, guys that I think hit for better power than Rowdy Tellez and are just straight up better hitters, will make more contact. So for me, that's why I don't think it's going to end up being him. That being said, it wouldn't shock me, but right now he has 7 home runs, which basically puts him like second in the National League in homers in the first month. I think as things start to warm up and heat up, you'll see the normal guys hit a few more. It's going to be tough to win. He's definitely in the race. He's just not my pick, so I am selling, unfortunately. Chris at Chris MD World. Reds will have less than 45 wins this season. Oh boy. Wow, this one's really, really hard because I think this is more realistic than we even imagined. I don't even know if this is a hot take. Like, they won 3 games basically in the first month of baseball, and they beat the Braves twice in the first series. They've been playing horrendously bad. There's not a lot of major league talent on that team. They're just going to continue to get shelled and smacked around because the team's not very good. They have good players, like Jonathan India's pretty good. Joey Votto, I mean, he's not playing well, but he's a good player. Tyler Stevenson behind the plate, like, I like him, but whoa, 45 wins basically means they need to win 42 out of their next like 140, which should be easy. It's like, what, a third of your games you need to win? But boy, this team's so bad. Sure, I'm gonna buy it. I think this might be the worst team we've ever seen in Major League Baseball history. They're probably gonna have the least amount of wins we've seen in a 162 game season. It's crazy to say. I feel so bad, Cincinnati. I have to buy this one. I don't know how I don't. To be honest, I feel like I've been getting a lot of love to the center of the country, so let me try to find some question about some teams out west here. Ben at Gadzooks says San Francisco misses the playoffs entirely while Miami sneaks in as the last wild card team. While I believe that Miami legitimately could make the playoffs this year, I'm gonna sell that San Francisco misses the playoffs. I don't think this team misses the playoffs. They're too good. They're too smart. It's not gonna happen. So therefore, I do have to sell it. They are like in pretty good position right now as well, and I don't even think have been playing necessarily the best of their ability. While they are 14-10, like, they just lost a 3-game series. So they went from 14-7 to 14-10, and they're 3 games behind the Dodgers. They're gonna finish higher than the Rockies. I think they're gonna finish higher than the Padres. They're too smart not to. I don't see how they miss the playoffs, especially with the expanded playoffs this season. Things will all start to even out. Things will be okay. This Giants team, again, is too good and too smart to miss the playoffs, I think, this year. So yeah, this is gonna be a sell. This question comes from YouTube buddy of mine. You guys have probably heard of him, 5 Points Vids. The Humongous Melonheads, best in the game right now. Oh, I'm buying this. And in case you guys don't know, the reason I'm buying this is because I'm actually going to be a part of Team YouTube, the Humongous Melonheads, when we take on 2 minor league baseball teams during the beginning of June. Yes, myself and other YouTubers, RBT, King of Juco, Urinating Tree, 5 Points Vids, Baseball Bat Bros, Fuzzy, Scooter Magruder, and many more will be heading down to North Carolina doing a little bit of barnstorming. YouTubers versus professional baseball players. Game 1's June 1st, up against the Burlington Sock Puppets. The game is at 5 p.m. at their stadium, open to the public, so if you are in the area, make sure you come out, say hello. We'll be talking to fans before, during, after the game, whatever you want to do. And then on June 3rd, we will be playing the Carolina Disco Turkeys in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for our second game in the YouTube Barnstorming series. I'll leave links in the description to all the information information down below. You guys saw pictures and graphics. Take screenshots of it. If you're in North Carolina, make sure you come see us. But yes, we're going to be wearing the humongous Melonheads jerseys, and we are the best in the game. That's a buy. This one I feel like is not really as much of a take as a sentence, but I'm going to turn it into a take. Angel at Mets score, please. The best record in LA belongs to the Angels, not the Dodgers. I mean, like, technically, it's not even true. The Dodgers have the higher winning percentage than the Angels. Dodgers are 16-7, Angels are 17-10, so they have more wins. I think the question or the take that I'll spin this into is, who do I think has more wins at the end of the season? It's going to be the Dodgers, so I sell this. I don't think the Angels will be better than the Dodgers. Are they playing good baseball right now? Yes. Are they pitching well, though? That's debatable. 101 runs does not really put them among some of the best pitching teams in baseball, where the Dodgers score the best and also pitch the best. They're the best team in baseball, so no, I sell this one. Sorry, Angels fans. You guys are not the best team in LA, not the best team in baseball. I think you're due for a little bit of regression. Now, Derek Q asks, do I think the Angels will win the AL West? See, you asked me this at the beginning of the year, I would say no. You ask me this now, I probably still say no. But the Angels are way better than I thought. And as long as Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani are healthy, they have a chance. So if Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani play 140 games each, I will buy this take without a doubt. Easy. I think if those guys are healthy, they will be the best team in the American League West. If either of those guys gets hurt and misses any sort of time, I mean, we're talking 20, 30 games, you miss a month of the season, things change. This team all of a sudden does not have as much firepower as it once had. Yes, Taylor Ward and Brandon Marshall playing really well, and Rendon's going to figure it out and be fine at some point because he's way too talented not to. And they've pitched okay. The bullpen's been pretty good, been fine. Without Trout and Ohtani being healthy, it's going to be impossible, but if those guys are, sure, I'll buy this one. They win the AL West. KLG Phoenix at Rise of Phoenix. Pena has a better year than Correa. Wow, I know. I can't believe we're really having this conversation, because who would have thought that the young rookie, Jeremy Pena, who people knew was good, but I don't think they knew he was going to be this good as soon as he came up. He has not even struggled, it feels like, in the slightest so far. He's been a great replacement for Carlos Correa, and on the Carlos Correa side, he is definitely not playing as well as we thought he would. Like, he still has an OPS plus above 100. The numbers are down power-wise, but that was expected because he was going from Houston to Minnesota. Now, do I think he'll have a better season than Correa, though, even though he's better right now? No, I don't think so. We've started to see Jeremy Pena's come back to earth a little bit. He's still very, very good. I still think he's incredibly talented. He's looked awesome. He's exceeded expectations. But Carlos Correa feels like he's probably going to play better as the year goes on, where Jeremy Pena is going to have a harder time. It's just what happens with rookies. You get figured out, and Jeremy Pena doesn't really walk. It's hard to be successful as a rookie when you don't have the elite plate discipline to get on base like that when you are struggling, because people will just attack you and get you to chase. But he's still really good, still really talented. I'm surprised by him, but no, I'm going to sell this one. Carlos Correa is the better player, and I think we'll end up with a better season. Okay, a few more questions here before we wrap this one up. Brian at Shy Sports BW. This is a White Sox question here. Luis Robert healthy is better than Byron Buxton. I'm going to sell this one. I love both of these players. These guys were neck and neck in my rankings, but we've seen Byron Buxton when he's healthy. There's not many players in the game who will have a bigger impact than Byron Buxton when he's healthy. Like, he arguably is a top 10 player when he's fully healthy in the league. His defense, his speed, and his power is just unmatched. Lou Bob is really, really close. It doesn't mean that Lou Bob is bad. It just means that Byron Buxton is so friggin' good. But I will say this, Luis Robert will probably just end up having the better career because he is so much younger, started younger, played better as a younger player, where Byron Buxton had the hype and then started a little bit slower and has only recently started to become this absolute powerhouse in baseball. So yeah, I could buy Lou Bob being better at the end of it all, but right now, healthy, who am I choosing? I'm choosing Byron Buxton, and that pains me to say. I'm literally wearing a Luis Robert jersey. One of my favorite players in the league, but so is Byron Buxton. And then for the last and final question here we go. It comes from O Martinez 4244. Zach Gallen finishes in the top 3 in Cy Young votes. Boom. Buy that shit. I buy it. I buy that take so much. I've been high on Zach Gallen for years now. I've been talking about how I think that this guy is a Cy Young in the making, and it looks like we might see that Cy Young year out of Zach Gallen. He's so incredibly good. Getting Brent Strom from Houston, in case you guys don't know, Brent Strom, former pitching coach of the Houston Astros, literally a genius. The dude's one of the best pitching coaches of all time. Look at what he did with all the pitchers that came through there. Clearly knows something, and it looks like it's translated to Zach Gallen, because Zach Gallen has been good before. He's had ERAs basically in the 2s for his career outside of last year, and right now he's sitting at a 1.27 ERA in 4 starts with a .703 whip, a FIP at 2.30. He's simply been one of the better pitchers in baseball this year. Would like to see a few more strikeouts. The strikeouts are down, but if he can continue to limit the hard contact, continue to get the outs, and continue to just dominate on the mound, Zach Gallen is going to get Cy Young votes, especially pitching in Arizona like he has in the National League West, one of the tougher divisions divisions to pitch in. Dude's been sick. Bye, bye, bye. No, not the NSYNC song. Just bye. Ooh, I'm sweating. Those were some hot takes. I want to know what you guys think about them down in the comment section below. And you know what? Go ahead and drop me in the comment section down below some hot takes for the next episode, because on the next one, I'll take them from the YouTube comment section, because I know you guys are going to hit 3,000 likes on this video, which means next week I'm going to do another buy or sell. So just drop your hot takes down in the comment section below, and I'll pick yours if I like them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well so you don't miss out on any of the content, as well as follow me on all my social media at GiraffeNeckMarc. That's where I'll wrap up today's video, guys. You know the drill from here on out. YouTube recommends you watch this video. This is my most recent upload, so click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time for another video. Bye.